Hi, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm here today to present some early Valentine's cards. So this is one that I really like that's got the ink smooshing and embossing on it. So the first thing I did was I took the Simon Says Stamps center cut heart and heart stamp, and I took the center heart out and I heat embossed white embossing powder on the Savoy 100% cotton cardstock bright white. Again, this kind of acts like a watercolor paper. It takes to watercolors and also ink smooshing techniques very, very well. So here I'm just kind of heat embossing it, making sure that it's all cured and ready for the ink smooshing. So the next thing I did was I took some pink distressed inks. So it's spun sugar and pink raspberry, and put them on my craft mat and obviously put some water on them. And I'm just here in the process, you can see, of adding the layers, the smooshing and the heat drawing with my heat tool. And I love the layered look that you get by doing several different layers and adding additional layers and more color if needed. There's all kinds of things that you can do here to create some really cool effects. So here I am drying it off again. And again, you can see how well that Savoy cardstock takes to the ink smooshing. So I'm going to use the Razzleberry Pop Tone cardstock for the background for this. I think it matches it very, very well. And so again, here's that final card. And I also cut out the words hugs using the Altenew Tall Alpha die. And I did a couple of layers with that. And then I have a Tailored Expressions sentiment from the Friendship stamp set. So here I'm putting it together. I'm starting to trim down the card. So again, I topped it off at 5.5 tall, and then I'm kind of looking at my ruler here to kind of see where the center is, because what I want to do is I want to line the center of the card actually up at the 2-inch mark and then cut, so that I'll end up with a 4-inch wide piece for the center that I'm then going to mount on that bright raspberry cardstock, so that I've got a little stripe on either side. So again, using my ATG glue strip gun. And then I always use this Easy Flow tacky glue, especially when I'm dealing with thicker cardstock or especially watercolor cardstock. So I put the glue tape in the middle, and then I put the glue around the edges, as you can see, and I'm just kind of smooshing it down with my fingers. And then I'm going to line it up here in the center. And I'm going to let it rest for a while under an acrylic block. So once it was dried, I took my A2 cardstock piece here for the base. And again, I'm using that glue tape runner to attach the base. And then I'm pulling out my T-ruler. Again, what a handy tool to help you make sure that you're lining sentiments up straight or letters straight or whatever. So again, these are the 4 layered hugs die cutouts. So again, I put 1 layer of the raspberry pink on 3 layers of white cardstock. And so I'm just using my PPA gun glue, to attach the letters on the front. And I'm using that T-ruler again to make sure that I get them straight. Kind of starting in the middle. I think it's easier to start with the middle letters and then work your way out. And then I always kind of sop up the extra glue with a paper towel just to make sure it's least likely to leave glue drops on my finished product. And there's the sentiment strip that I'm going to put right there across it. So I'm just running again the glue there. And then you'll see the acrylic block come back. And then I've got little flat sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. So I thought those would really add some nice bling to the front of the card. So I'm just going to kind of glue all those extra little parts on there using my jewel picker. Those things are handy. Pick up little individual pieces of sequins or crystals or whatever it is you're using. And there you have the finished card. So I really like the way this one turned out. So again, this is Terry with Terry's Mailbox posting for Cut Cardstock. And again, I'd really appreciate it if you go out to my social media and follow. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Blogger, and YouTube, all under Terry's Mailbox. The final slide here that I'm going to show is I actually did 2 cards for this blog posting. So again, be sure to check out the other video on this card.